This is the final map. Whoever wins 6 rounds of Search and Destroy here is going to advance to the winners bracket for winners bracket for next round.
Oh. Well, might as well be the finals the way these two teams are playing. They really want those passes and that money, dude. Like, oh my goodness, a pre-EGL10 stream. This is getting intense. I cannot believe what I'm seeing here. This, I'm going to say it, Chewy, what a way for me to come into the European gaming scene right now. This is the first match I've casted. I could not be any more impressed. And now talking back on the game, you know, it was Pubstars who took that first S&D. Pretty convincingly as well. Yep,
they did. I mean, it was 6-4 overall in score. There we go. I got my maths right again. But they still did take it quite convincingly. TCM did struggle a lot of the time. And Quicker Than You is going to be pumped after that. We keep going on about him, but he is the guy who changes things. He's going to be pumped after that hardpoint game. And he was the guy who went off on Search and Destroy when they weren't pumped. So I'm really expecting big things from him. And Pizzy...
How about Ethical Pie almost getting 5,000 points? He almost doubled up on a war machine in that game. Going absolutely crazy. And we called it Kazman, dropped a 30 bomb. And he's just filling in for Kiro because Kiro's got internet issues right now. This is crazy, Chewy. This team is playing out of their skins. And it's that thing. You always root for the underdog and trying to be as unbiased as possible. But how could you not want to see Pubstars take this series?
Yeah, you've got to go for the underdogs. I love TCM. I chat to Marky B sometimes on Twitter and stuff. They're all really, really nice guys. I know the whole squad are nice, but I'm going to have to go for the underdogs just because they've played out of their skins in these games. You just see some of the most crazy gameplays. We've had some really close endings to these games and some really close situations, which is what I absolutely love. We had a really close CTF. We've had a really close hardpoint there. So, again, I hope we can make 3 out of 3. I hope we can have a close Search and Destroy here on Express. It wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't.
Hashtag game 11. Let's go. Round 11. I'm sorry, but yeah. What an intense matchup. I just can't talk enough about it, Chewy, honestly. This is one of the better streams I've ever been a part of in my entire life. This is crazy. And we have 534 viewers in the stream watching this great match. That is crazy.
Yeah, thank you all so much for coming in, guys. We did start off around that 102 viewer mark earlier, but as soon as these games have been getting more intense, that viewer count has been getting more intense. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you all so much for coming in. I keep shouting at everybody and saying hello to you all. I want to see predictions for this game. You know, I asked for predictions earlier, and a lot of people said 3-1. I did see 3-2 there to TCM. I said 3-1, yes. But, yep, everybody pretty much has said 3-1 to TCM. But that's impossible now. It's 2-all overall in games, guys. This is going to go to the last game of Search and Destroy. So I want to see the score prediction of what it's going to be. I would love to see around 11, as you said, Pizzy, 6-5 final game. But yeah, I mean, I'm letting my tea go cold here, Pizzy. I could be eating steak and getting full of food right now, but I don't want food. I want to be casting this. I'll happily cast over these two teams all night with the way these
Chewy, I'm going to be late for work today, dude, and I couldn't be any more happy about it, honestly. I should be getting ready for work in 4 minutes. That's not going to happen. Chewy, if you can get into CODcaster mode, that'd be absolutely great. I know you want to play. We all want to play Call of Duty, but right now that's not going to happen. My goodness. You're talking about predictions, Chewy. I'm going to throw mine out here. How can you bet against TCM? But I'm going to pick Pubstars to take this S&D. Let's go.
The thing is that as soon as we predict something, Pizzy, the opposite's going to happen. So
okay, so I predict TCM.
There we go. I tell you what, I'm going to stay neutral. I do not know who I'm going to give it to. I have no idea at all who I'm going to give it to because yeah.
You know what? You're right. I don't want to. You're right. I just casted Pubstars, so when they lose this series, ladies and gentlemen, it's my fault. You can bash me, stupid American. How did you do that? Exactly right. I feel for you. But my goodness, S&D Express, and this is. Let's talk about the map a little bit, Chewy. This is an interesting map. You can play this in so many ways. You could take a sniper down to bottom terminals. You could take a shotgun up to a control side. You can even take a sniper up to train. You could have SMGs and shotguns running around everywhere. ARs have map control spots to control here. So this is going to lend itself to a lot of different play styles, and if anything we've seen is a precursor, this is going to be an exciting Search and Destroy.
Oh, for sure. I really hope it's not going to be a real shutout on this game. I really hope it's going to be a close one to see what's going on. We are going to be playing Search and Destroy on Express, as you can see on your screen. I see a couple of people. We see JD and also Steve in it, actually saying 6-5. The game's going to end, unfortunately. I'm not sure if somebody had connection issues again, but the host has ended the game. Let's have a look at some of these predictions. We've got, JD saying 6-4 to TCM. Kroishuk, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, saying 6-3. Steve in it, actually going to a last round, going to round 11, saying 6-5. So that could be interesting to see if that happens. I hope it's as close as you guys are saying in the stream. I hope it's not going to be a small one. I don't know who's going to get it. I really can't call it. I have no idea, but I am more than excited to get this game going as soon as possible and seeing what's happening. But yeah, no, about the map, I mean, again, like, you know, you say it on CTF and stuff like that, where you say it, of course, on all game modes, it's about map control. I really feel it's such an important one on Express, especially when you're attacking. If you can get that map control down on the one that you're attacking, get that bomb down quickly, I feel that's always the strong tactic to go with. I've always been a fan of getting the bomb down pretty much as quick as possible, because then it switches the other team into a, you know, a state of, well, not a state of shock or anything, but they've only got 40 seconds or so to get something down and to do something big. That's it. They've got no time to spare. They have to do something big pretty much straight away. So that's just the way, you know, I play it. Different teams have different tactics. You know, people are saying in the chat I saw earlier, like, why are these guys casting? They don't know what they're talking about in the game. I do not have the most game knowledge in the world. We are just amateur casters trying to get our name out there, having a bit of fun. We don't have as much game knowledge.
Don't entertain the haters, dog. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, I'm just simply saying that we don't have as much game knowledge as some of these guys. I would love to. We're working on that kind of stuff. But, you know, we're just having fun telling you guys what we're seeing on the screen. And that's pretty much it. But let's jump on board with the attacking team, which is going to be TCM. Hopefully they're all going to connect. They are having some issues. We've got 6 seconds left on the clock. Hopefully no. Unfortunately, the host at the end of the game again. I'm not sure what's going on. I hope we're not having DDoS issues or anything silly like that. But TCM are...
Oh, how unfortunate would that be? Such a great series right now. We're pushing 600 viewers, and to have someone just try to ruin everyone's fun because he's a social no-life, that's not good.
I hope it's not the case of that. Hopefully it's something simple like we maybe just need to switch up post or something like that, or we need to keep trying it over and over again. It should be something we can quickly fix, as we've got everybody in the game as well. Now, look, we've got that 5 players again, that one pickup who's going to be sitting there for the roster of the ex-Pubstars. So it'll be interesting to see who comes into it, who's going to play the game. As long as Quicker Than You's going to be playing, that's the most important thing in my opinion for this Search and Destroy game. Definitely.
You know, and Ethical Pie was going off in that hard point. He's got a lot of gun skill. He's going to be feeling really confident going into this one. And it's you got to have confidence when you're playing TCM, because TCM just lost that hard point. But they're, like I said, they're an experienced, well-traveled team, and they're not going to get down the press. They're not going to be in shock right now. They're going to play their game, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So we'll go ahead and jump on board with TCM. I just remembered the EU rules, shotguns are banned, so thank God for that. Okay, now we're not going to see any shotguns. I love that as well. I love the EU rule set. I'm not going to lie. It makes the game way more competitive. As we see Marky B opening things up on Quicker Than You, and if anything's true with Chewy, it's that Quicker Than You death is going to play a big role in this S&D right now.
And look, this is exactly what I wanted. You get map control, and they've got such big control here, and the bomb has gone down. There was 1 minute 3 seconds on the clock, so such a quick plant here from the TCM lineup. They've got that advantage, that man advantage, 3v4 situation, 37 seconds left on the bomb, and that is going to send the guys from the ex-Pubstars not into a state of disarray, but as I said, they've got to do something quick, as we do see their Tadas picking up a kill there, evening it up 3v3. They're making a really good push. I love the way they started to pinch in here, but we do see other people getting taken out. It looks like Monksy's gone down and Marky B's gone down. Josh starting to go big, and Tadas is the last one alive, and there we go. Josh going big. Wow.
Huge plays from Josh there. Was that a 3-piece I saw, Chewy? Big plays from him either way, and we do see in the round-ending kill cam that he does pick up the one in control, and notice that he was on the bomb, gets off the bomb, and Josh isn't having any of it. He said, you should have stayed down there, dog, because I was coming to kill you either way. Good plays from Josh, and that's a big round for TCM. Just like I called Chewy, they're that pro team. They know what they need to do to win, and they're not going to be flustered at all from losing that hard point. So let's go ahead and switch up to the attacking team here, and who we're going to jump on board with, Chewy?
Well, it's difficult not... Actually, no, I'm going to go on board with Kazman. I'm going to be bold and say we're going to go on board with something different to who we usually would go on with. Kazman played really well in that first Search and Destroy. We do see Josh taking out Quicker Than You. Quicker Than You not really impressing us so far. He's going 0-2, dropping that donut. I know we're only 2 rounds in, but they've already got 2 members down. We see Monksy actually getting taken out there from Tadas, and there we go. Tadas, the last one alive. TCM starting to show that they can play Search and Destroy, taking 2 quick rounds, and they obviously like Express because they're really starting to dominate here already.
Doggone it, Chewy. I should have never made a prediction. Godcaster curse. Hopefully, ex-Pubstars can get back in this one. I called it, I think I was casting with Reflections last night, and I said that the mark of a good Search and Destroy team is if they lose a couple rounds at the beginning, they are able to adapt and pick up on what the other team was doing and come back in the game, and that happened. I can't remember exactly who it was. It was Killustrated against... termination, and Illustrated proved that they were that good S&D team, and they did just that. So it could happen from ex-Pubstars right now, as we do see that it's going to be an A push now from TCM, switching things up, and we see Josh with the RCXD car picking up a kill there. He's 5 kills in a row, Chewy. He's so close to that Hellstorm now.
Josh is the go. I don't even care. This guy's unreal. He's been going off on all game times. He's just getting another kill there. 6 kill streak, taking out quicker than you again. This guy is absolutely phenomenal. I really do have to say that, and I agree with what Benson said about how this guy needs to get picked up. Kazman is the last one alive, so we will switch on board with him just to give him some stream love. He has got shots into him, and he's going to be called out as well. Quick gunfire into him. 3-0. This is getting more and more unlikely for them to come back. I mean, we saw it earlier. They were 3-1 down, I think, and then they came back into this or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. It's a difficult one. I don't think they're going to come back into this, but I'm not going to call it out.
Yeah. They just got run through, honestly, is what happened. And it looks like TCM are much more practiced on Express than they are in Aftermath. Obvious statement of the century, honestly, because they are just coming out dominating. And it's going to be a nice it looks like they're all trying to go through attack mid here. That's interesting from ex-Pubstars. They have one player in terminal. It's going to be Tadas watching their flank, and they do switch it up and go to the A bomb site, and TCM are playing very aggressively right now, Chewy, and they're going to be able to pinch Tadas in terminal right now. All 4 players from TDM pushing the spawn of ex-Pubstars right now, Chewy.
Yeah, we see Josh. I think he's still on a 6 kill streak from earlier on, and Rich is actually on a 4 kill streak. Josh has got streaks. He's got that lightning strike and that Hellstorm missile. I was looking at the scoreboard. Let's have him bring it up again. We actually see Quicker Than You and Cairo. Actually, no, Cairo's picked up a kill there, but Quicker Than You, our guy who was going off earlier, is now dropping 0 and 4. Maybe we shouted him out too much and gave him too much love, because once again, for the 2nd round in a row, Kazman is the last one alive, and this looks like, wow, this is going to be 4-0, Pizzy. Seriously? What?
And in style as well, because Josh is 8-0, Chewy.
Wow.
He's got all those score streaks ready to go. His teammates are working on score streaks as well. Rich, oh no, Rich is dead. Never mind. I thought he had score streaks for a second, but he was just spectating Josh, and it's going to be Marky getting close to that RC car as well. With 2 rounds to go, Chewy, this is looking desperate for ex-Pubstars.
Yep, ex-Pubstars need to pick up 4 rounds, whilst TCM only need 2 more, and the way that they're playing so far is going to be it. Now, I did see Curse the other day. They were playing a Search and Destroy on Cargo on this stream, actually, and Bizzle went massive and went 9-0. They took it 6-0 overall in the game against Roughnecks, and Bizzle went 9-0, and already Josh is only 1 kill away from matching that mark. We've got 675 views in the stream. We wanted 600. I wanted 400 earlier, and we're almost at 700, so thank you so much, guys, for coming in and saying hello and enjoying the stream. I'm going to jump on board with Josh, because he's the man to watch right now. I'm going 8-0, doing some crazy work. I think he's going to be calling in that lightning strike. There we go. He looks like he's going to be able to call it in, and he's going to be able to call out where all the players are. Yeah, I mean, I would save it as well. He is just going to call it out, actually. Yeah, good plays from him. He's such a smart guy. He's such a smart player. Knows exactly what he's doing. He doesn't really need to ping it again after this. He's pinged it once. He can call out all the players. Ethical Pie actually taking out Monksy, though, and there we go. It's a 3v4 situation for the first time in quite a while. Wow, Josh, what happened? Wow.
It looked like Kazman jumped right over Rich there and was able to pick up that kill. Unfortunate, just unlucky there, if we want to say it, Chewy. But it is a 2v3 situation now in favor of ex-Pubstars. This is better for ex-Pubstars, but it's not. They're not out of the woods yet. Anything's possible in Search and Destroy. 2v3 is not that big of a comeback. All you got to do is get 1 pick. But I do not like how Marky and Rich are far away from each other right now. Yeah. Marky is going to get that bomb down on the B bomb site. Great awareness, though. I love the rotation. All the action was going down on A, and he's able to get the bomb down on B. Huge plays. That's a huge bomb plant. 40 seconds to work with now for ex-Pubstars. They need to get in here, and it looks like Quicker Than You might be going for this Ninja Diffuse, Chewy. He's got it halfway. He's got it 3/4. He's been spotted. Oh, he let it go. I don't think the players saw him. Oh, unfortunate. Marky did not see him Ninja Diffuse, and Marky is still alive now. He's going to go for it one more time. Ethical Pie does take out Rich. It's Marky. He's going to get that kill. Marky in a 1v3 situation. Can he pick this up? 3 kills in a row. He's got another one. Marky is going to be challenged here. He's getting pre-fired, and he does get taken down. Beautiful play from Tadas. Great challenging from Tadas right there, and he's going to bring his team back in this one, getting their first round win on this S&D Express.
There we go. That's what they needed. They need to get that first round. I still think it's probably beyond them, but 4-1, they've got that number 1 on the board. They can start to come into this great place. And this is what, we were talking about the EU teams and their gunfights. They challenge things that a lot of the North American sides may not challenge too much. You see him pre-firing it, managing to go around the corner. And, Marky B had just picked up a 2-piece with a Scorpion at close range, and we all know what that gun is like online. And yet he still pre-fired it, got the first shot into Marky B, picked up the kill, and they're going to take the round there. He also got the defuse, so 4-1, and they're starting to pick up their game very slightly. Let's jump on board with the attacking team again, which is going to be the ex-Pubstars.
Well, let's go ahead and jump on board with the player at the top of the list, and the player who just went clutch. That's Tadas. Good plays from him to try to keep him in this game right now. And it looks like all of TCM have let that A bomb site go. I'm not so sure about the strategy, but it is going to be Monksy and Marky B rotating back towards the A bomb site. I said B, I'm sorry, but towards the A bomb site right now. Shots being put in through mid from Marky B, and the ex-Pubstars squad here, Chewy, just really want to get that early pick, playing this extremely slow.
Yeah, they need to. I'm going to bring up the scoreboard again. I'm going to put in my blast. This was the guy who went huge earlier. Quicker than you is now going 0-5. He's been absolutely playing massively. He was going to be the MVP for me if they won this, and now he's choking. Such a shame to see, but the bomb has gone down. We've got 36 seconds left on it, and there we go. Wow, loads of people going down. Tanas, unfortunately, has had to disconnect, which means that Cairo may have to come in. Kiro, whatever, is going to have to come in. It looks like, there we go, Streak's going to come in. He does pick up Rich. Oh, wow, he evades it quicker than you, showing that he can do something. He's got 22 seconds left on the clock. He is going to be called out. He's got 2 players alive. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. It's going to be 5-1 at this rate. There we go.
The only way he was going to get that, Chewy, is if he jumped on the train right away or tried to go through train, and then he would have made a lot of noise. Would have been easily picked up there from Josh, as Josh does get the kill either way. It's a good place here from the TCM squad. Unfortunate there, Tadas disconnecting really won him that round.
Yeah, that was it. That was such a shame. That this is the thing with online gameplay, that those kind of things happen, and that's what contributes to a team potentially winning. But with a score 4-1 before this, I kind of feel that it could have been out of their shot anyway. Really, let's be honest, because TCM are a strong squad overall, and they've shown us that they can do something.
I've seen crazier things happen.
Oh yeah,
5-1's not. It's a difficult thing to come back.
Josh going big. He picks up a 2-piece. That's it. That's got to be it. Josh just goes huge, picking up an RCXD. He's going to call it that lightning strike as well, and that's got to be it. Ethical play, last one alive. He's got a 1v4, picks up 1 minute 5 left on the clock, and this could be GG. And it looks like ex-Pubstars are going to go to the losers bracket unless something crazy happens.
Well, let's hope that crazy happens. Ethical Pie in a 1v4 situation did get that first kill, so now it's 1v3. Is able to pick up Marky B, and now it's going to bring Monksy back to the bomb. Monksy was just trying to watch his spawn there on the attacking side. Now he's got to get back to the bomb. 28 seconds, it's possible, but Monksy's going to shut it down. There it is, Chewy. TCM 6-1 in this S&D Express.
Yep, 6-1, not what we wanted. It's probably because we shouted out, blame Pizzy, blame Chewy. Let's get that going on Twitter. Hashtag blame Pizzy and Chewy, because we said we didn't want a kind of shutout like that. But TCM, again, we didn't want to see that, obviously, because we're neutrals and we want to come into this and have a good game and get it close. But you've got to give it to TCM. They struggled on that search and destroy earlier on, and then again, like they've just lost that hardpoint game, which was so close, and you thought they were going to have a crazy comeback and come back into this. They weren't able to pull it out in time, but TCM going absolutely huge there on that search and destroy, able to take it, and that is going to be the final score. TCM are going to take the game 3-2 over the ex-Pubstars squad. They are going to advance over to the winners bracket round 4 games. I'm not quite sure who they're playing. I may try and have a look at that and tweet it out later, but that's pretty much going to be it from us, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Pizzy, have you got any last words?
Man, I was just completely excited to see what just happened there.
Oh, your mic's cut out, Pizzy. You still there, my man? I'm not sure if I can still hear you. Hopefully you're still around. There we go. Unfortunately, Pizzy's gone. Pizzy's had to disconnect. I'm not quite sure what's happened with his internet. I think it may be his computer. Maybe he's got problems with that. So Pizzy's not going to be able to say goodbye, but I'm going to say goodbye anyway. Thank you all so much. I did see that we've just hit 716 viewers or thereabouts, which is absolutely unreal for just a best-of-5 online series. From me and Nick, everybody behind the scenes at EGL, everybody who's contributed to all this, and from all the scenes, thank you so much for coming and saying hello. Please follow EGL on Twitter. Please come and say hello to me. My Twitter is @ESN_Chewy. I'll put it in the chat as well. And that's going to be it, guys. I'm going to say goodbye. Stop rambling on. Thank you for joining.